Really good, yeah. I like the ideas.
It's very interesting. What do you think of it?
I like it.
Oh, it's nice. I've never been to one before, so it's a change.
The Eden Project played host to the world's first green car show. There are sleek racing cars that'll do 200 miles per hour and a convertible that'll do 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. So if you'd like to drive a car that looks hot and goes fast with an easy conscience, then welcome to the Sexy Green Car Show.
Basically, the concept behind the car was to prove that just because something's exciting, it doesn't mean that it has to be bad for the environment. And conversely, just because something's good for the environment, it doesn't mean it has to be slow or boring. So we have bodywork made from hemp. We have tyres which have a small percentage of starch in them to replace some nasty components, which comes from maize or potato, provided by Goodyear. We have oil by Fouche, which is completely biodegradable within 28 days. So if you spill it on the floor, it biodegrades and disappears. And the brake pads, which are made by an organisation called EcoPad, which are made from cashew nut shell, liquid, hemp and various other fibres.
The transport sector is the largest source of carbon dioxide emissions in the UK, 85% of which come from road traffic. This country's transport infrastructure is currently based upon the car, so cars need to be made greener, and green needs to become sexier.
Yeah, it's convinced me that green's possible, I think, and green can be sexier than I thought it was going to be, so yes.
It's smart, it's smarter, it's more responsible, not sexy.
I'm a landscaper, so definitely green is sexy. That's it, it's my business.
Well, they've certainly made this look pretty sexy, I have to say, with the way that they've designed it. So yes, I think it can.
The first car to run on biofuel was in 1916, when Henry Ford designed the first Model T to run on ethanol. Biofuels may be a great way to reduce CO2 emissions, but here is a car that produces no harmful emissions at all.
The great thing about this car is the end product at the end of the day is a water vapour. It's run on hydrogen. When the hydrogen meets with oxygen, it has a reaction that sends enough electricity to power an electric motor. So it makes it very, very clean. Water vapour is the end product, and it's a very, very quiet car as well.
The motor industry claim to be doing their bit, but say there is little demand for eco-cars. But what do consumers think of these new technologies?
There are not very many stations where you can fill up, but it gives you serious thought on it, yes.
Yes, I would buy a greener car if the fuels were readily available. Yeah.
Well, no, I think it provides good inspiration to a show like this. It's in exactly the right place in the Eden Project, and I think more and more people will convert to these kind of model cars, yeah.
This car is an improvement on the original Caterham 7 Classic in that we've added side pods to it, which are for aerodynamic reasons. We've added recycled mud flaps, and recycled carbon mud flaps are a fairly new innovation. It's difficult to know how green technology will shape up eventually. We've seen different fuels come along and they've really suffered because of the taxes that have been imposed on them and therefore not live up to the promise that was made.
Now, with the threat of climate change hanging over us and the British public being so reliant upon the car for travel, it is all the more important to develop greener cars. This show will place eco-cars in the public eye by making green technologies cool and sexy. Increased public demand will in turn encourage the industry to produce better, more efficient cars. So, can green be sexy?